Hi, good morning, everyone. I hope everyone is doing okay today. Some students asked me about the WH question, and therefore I'm going to review the questions that I give to you. Well, some got a lot of good answers, but some made a lot of mistakes too. So here, let me share the screen now. Now you see, this is my screen. And I have prepared you the classwork. Last time I gave you this. So how do you make the WH questions? This is the sentence that you were working on. Lucy is staying at her province because of COVID-19 outbreak. Here you're asking Lucy. Lucy is subject. So you ask who is staying at her province because of COVID-19 outbreak. So when you ask the subject, there is no change. Who is staying at her province because of COVID-19 outbreak? But if you are asking a word that is not the subject, you need to change. To change the form. For example, here, why? Why is Lucy staying at her province? I'm going to work on it step by step with this review here. You see uh, present simple, present continuous, past simple. Here, what is your question if you don't know the person here, the subject? Yes, you ask who. Who, and then because it is the subject, then you don't change anything. You just write who cooks breakfast every day, like this. If you ask the subject, you don't change anything. Who is cooking breakfast now? Yeah, easy, yeah? Here, past tense as well. You ask, who cooked breakfast yesterday? Just like this. So when you ask the subject, there is no change. You just use who, and then you follow through. You don't change anything. Now, we are going to change the focus on noun, another noun. This is the object. So you ask what, but because you ask something that is not the subject, you need to take the auxiliary. The auxiliary is taken from the verb here, the verb cook. Yes, this is the verb. So you say, does, what does my mother cook every day? Yes. Okay. The same thing. I'm sorry, my voice is. The same thing. Here, you have the present continuous now. So you say what, but in the present continuous, you already have the auxiliary is cooking. Let me show you. This is cooking. So you already have the auxiliary in is. What is my mother cooking now? Right? And in past tense, you don't have an auxiliary, take the auxiliary from the verb. Here is the verb, right? Yeah, cook. So the auxiliary is what did my mother cook yesterday? Like this. Yeah. So if you ask again, if you ask the subject, there is no change. But if you ask a word that is not the subject, for example, here is the object, then you have to have the auxiliary. Does, the, or did. Now I'm sure you understand this principle already. Can you, okay, can you make the question with me? Every day. Every day is adverb, yeah? So you ask how often? How often? Yeah. Does, yes, my mother cook breakfast? Question mark. How often does my mother cook breakfast? And here now you ask, what is the question? When? Yeah. Okay. When is my mother cooking breakfast? This is a little bit funny. When is my mother? This is an impossible question. When is my mother cooking breakfast? Now, of course, now. This is not a good question, but anyway, that is how you ask the time. Uh, and then my mother cooked breakfast yesterday. When? Yeah, when did my mother cook breakfast? Okay. Next, we have a few other questions there. Now, present simple here. Davan teaches her sister every day. Her sister is who, but this is not subject, this is object. So you need the auxiliary. Who does Davan teach every day? Okay, this is not subject, this is object. The who is object. And then here, who, where, this is the object. Who is Davan teaching? Now, like this is Davan teaching. Past tense, who did Davan teach yesterday? All right. So here I have auxiliary because the who is not subject. Who is object. If who is subject, you don't change anything, but who here is the object. Next, cooking makes my mother feel happy. So cooking is the subject, so you don't change anything. What makes my mother feel happy? Right? And then happy is how. How, this is not the subject, so you need the auxiliary. How does, right? Cooking make my mother feel like this. You can listen to it once again, and then you try to understand this form. Next, what about the present perfect? Present perfect. Tony has been to Angkor Wat twice. Who, this is the subject, so easy, yeah? Who has been to Angkor Wat twice, right? Now, where has Tony been to twice? Okay, where has Tony been to twice? Now the present perfect here, Tony has been to Angkor Wat twice. How many times has Tony been to Angkor Wat? Right, so this is how you form the question word, the WH question. I hope you understand more, and then you can go to the classwork, click the classwork, and then I will give you another exercise there. Okay, have a nice day.